Good morning, people. What's going on with you, man? What's up, man? What's up, man? How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing? What y'all doing on this beautiful Sunday morning, man? What's going on, man? You know, I'm at the workhouse getting it in. On this Sunday morning. Y'all talk to them how y'all feeling. Anybody going to church on this morning? Anybody gonna praise the Lord on this morning? Gonna lift his name up on high this morning? Is anybody gonna repent and ask for forgiveness before they go to church? Now, come on. This what we gonna do. This what's going on this morning. This what we gonna do. How was y'all weekend? Was you a blessing to somebody on this morning? What's going on, Brenda? What's really going on with you, sir? You going to church on this morning? What was I at? I was at VAO2. VAO2 had. What's going on, Kia? What's really going on? I know your blessing about to be out real soon. I hope you caught that. Your blessing gonna be freed, ain't it, sir? It's the 14th. How everybody doing this morning, man? Oh yeah, I gotta make that bread, man. I gotta, get that bread, man. Get that bread, man. So I got things I gotta do. This is, what was it, man? Y'all give me a sec, hold on. Sorry, I'm back now. Whew. That boy tired. It's like I've been running a whole mile over here. How y'all doing on this morning, man? Tell me about y'all weekend. Just tell me about y'all weekend, man. This is a what? VA. It's gonna be a 2. My weekend was great. Stayed in the rain. Had my little nephews over for a little while. You know what I'm saying? Had them over. Just chilling with them. Hey, that's all you can do now. You in the midst of you doing that, you gotta fight them vultures out now. You hear me? The vultures, once they smell fresh meat, come on now, they gonna come to you. Y'all fight them vultures off now. That's all you can do, man. I've been saying it been a whole lot of shooting out there in Fraser. Whole lot of shooting and killing, man. Out there in Fraser, man. Folks dying like roaches, man. It's like, man, we just got like a raid can, and we just spraying it over each other, and we just dying like roaches out there in Fraser. I'm just standing out the way, man. Getting my bread, man. Trying to get closer to God, man. How you say your name? Xavier? Xavier, right? Man, I don't even know what your mom was doing when she named you that name, so I can't even pronounce the name. What we gonna do? 16. Well, how you doing, Miss Wright? Tell me about your weekend, Miss Wright. What's going on? You going to church this morning? What's y'all goals in the next 5 or 10 years? Glad to see you doing good and looking good. You got a great head on your shoulders. Keep it up. I'm proud of you. I most definitely, Kill. You know what I'm saying? I got to, man. For real. Now this in this negativity world, in this world full of negative energy, man, you got to be the one just out, just outshine everything. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you though. Can't do nothing but stay positive, man. Cause when all boils down, that's the only thing you can rely on is being positive and keep your focus on God, man. Everything else gonna fall through. I can't really do nothing but thank him, to be honest with you. For me to keep my head on my shoulder when I want to spaz out on folks. When I want to speak my mind at the wrong time, sometimes us real truth tellers, you know what I'm saying, we see things that nobody else don't see. We want to speak out on, but, we got to use our wisdom. We got to be wise to not speak out of turn, you know what I'm saying, because we don't know who might be, in our vicinity, in our personal vicinity, and we don't know how this is going to affect them. So even, sometimes it's been hard for me, because I be wanting to spaz out sometime. But I know I can't do that. Only because I gotta carry my cross the right way. You feel me? Only because I know I gotta carry my cross the right way. It ain't been easy though, kid. I'm telling you. I be trying to stay encouraged because I know my situation ain't worse than the next person's situation. You know what I'm saying? Then I got 2 little nephews that look up to me. So I most definitely try to stay encouraging and stay positive. Tara mind blown backs. What's going on, sir? Why your mind so blown? I want to know why your nickname mind blown. What your mind blown about? What season you was in that you decided to nickname yourself mind blown in between your first name and your last name? What really blew your mind, Miss Tara? I want to know. I'm intrigued to know. So that's 16,025. 14, 19, 16.5. Okay. 16.5. 16. Y'all don't come on my live and just be quiet now. I want to talk. I said talk to me, not me talk to you. It say TTM, not MTT. Where we at? But how you doing, Miss Tar? What you doing on this lovely Sunday? What's going on with you? How you feeling on this morning? $16. And this is going 16, 15, 16, VA02. $15.02. Like, have y'all ever just thought about just getting up and just going somewhere? Like, if you got kids, you just thought about just getting up and just packing, like without telling anybody. You just want to get up and just go, get up and just go with the wind. You know what I'm saying? Like how you really just ask yourself, there's gotta be more to me than what I'm living. Sometimes when we ask ourselves that question, 9 times out of 10, it is more to you than the life that you living. You know, if that question come to mind, is there more to me than the life that I'm living, or it's gotta be more to me than me being me? Like, you have a greater purpose in life. You know what I'm saying? You have a greater purpose in life. You can't allow nobody to tell you what you can't do, despise what it might be. You know what I'm saying? People can have their own different perspectives. People can have their own different opinions about things. But, you know, if you believe in yourself and, you know, you have a relationship with God, man, you can go do anything. You know, if you can believe you can have the strength like Superman and lift up a car with a hangnail, look, go do that. My thing is, just go after whatever you want to go after. I promise you, trust me. I know it's a test. I try not to be the monster people think I am, just to disrespect, the negativity, and more. So I stay to myself, speak when spoken to. Most of the time, it get difficult for me because I be so ready to break some. Okay. I be so ready to break some. But I'm changing for me and my family. Yes, all the time. That's why I keep pushing, because I know it is. Hey, look. But within all this strength, by you just holding on, don't you know you gain more strength by not doing nothing? People don't realize that, like, by you just being a bigger person, you turning the other cheek, man, people don't even realize that that's taking a lot of strength to not do nothing, especially in this world of negativity. So it's gonna be difficult. You know what I'm saying? A person is only weak when they react to certain situations. See the difference between a reaction and a response scenario. So therefore, if you're in my face and you make me angry or say something to try to piss me off, what the case may be, you know, you is expecting a reaction out of me. I react without thinking. So therefore, if I respond in a way that you didn't expect for me to, hold on, these lights in the cut off. So therefore, if I respond in a way that will surprise you, that will calm you down. So therefore, you can't. I remember somebody told me a long time ago, if you allow a person to shift your own personal atmosphere, you know how you be around people, or people come in your atmosphere, you be like, just something changed, like something just changed, because that negativity energy and you being positive, that negativity and that negative energy that person brings, what it does, it change your atmosphere around you. Everybody got their own personal atmosphere. That's why some people say, or you probably hear some people say, don't bring that in my atmosphere. Hold on, I don't need all that negative energy around me. Yo, because you got your own personal atmosphere. So therefore, when a negative person try to piss you off or try to say anything, really try to push your buttons, you know, picture negative people with negative energy. Picture them like gnats. All right. So if you outside or in the field, a gnat is very irritating. They aggravating. The irritation of a gnat flying around you. So it's like they so small, but they get on your nerves. It's like they flying around your nerves, right? Picture yourself have as a kid, how we did them solar systems and Saturn. I think Saturn had their ring around it, right? Picture your head being Saturn, right? And the ring around it represents your nerve system. You see what I'm saying? Picture your head being Saturn, or is it Jupiter? I think it was one of them planets that got the ring around it. So picture your head being Saturn, and the ring around Saturn is your nerves. You know, so the let's just say the stars, right, represents the negative people. So what the negative people do? No, let's just say the stars is the negativity. So what the stars will do, they gonna keep floating around your nerves, right? They're gonna keep floating around your nerves until they get a reaction out of you. So therefore, what they gonna do? They gonna keep doing it. That's how people is. That's how people are. People are like gnats, right? They gonna float around your ring. Come on, they gonna float around your ring of nerves to try to get on your nerves, right? Or to try to piss you off, to try to get you angry, try to get you mad, because they unhappy with themselves. They haven't found happiness within themselves. So therefore, they gonna try to They gonna try to rub it off on you because they see all the positive energy that you carry within your own atmosphere, so they can get a reaction out of you, so they can get some type of joy out of it. But you cannot allow them gnats. Come on, you can't allow them gnats that's flying around your nerve system or flying around your ring of nerves to try to affect you because they not happy. So therefore, there will be so therefore, instead of you trying to fight off the gnats or the negative people, your response will be just walk away, right? So once you walk away, the gnats ain't gonna follow you because you walked away. That's your response. So when people see when negative people see a response from you, they can't do nothing but respect you. You know what I'm saying? You really hold true power within you if you respond to negative situations. I promise you do. You hold so much power, a lot of power within you if you respond to negative situations versus react to negative situations. You never want to react now. You never want to react because you just as weak as that person that's trying to get a reaction out of you. You just as weak as that person that's trying to breed off their negative energy in your positive atmosphere. You just gotta be. I remember my brother, my brother, what's the young brother name? Daniel, Daniel Perry. You know what I'm saying? I used to work with him at Technicolor. I'm talking about, he a buff dude, always working out, dude got dreads. People judge him because he buff, he had tattoos, he had dreads. They judge him because they thought he was a thug, they thought he was this, they thought he was that. But I'm telling you, man, the young fella, man got plenty of positive energy. He'll let you know off top. I'm a positive person, man. I hang around my kind. I don't need all the negative energy around me. You know what I'm saying? And he got a great attitude. It was a point in time I came in pissed off. He was like, bro, what's wrong, bro? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, this, that, and third. So he ended up saying something real crazy. I just started laughing. And next thing you know, that negative energy lifted off me because he had such positive energy. And because I'm a positive person, by him being a positive person, it was easy for me to be influenced by his positive energy. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't so weighed down by that negative energy to the point where I wouldn't be affected by his positive energy. You see what I'm saying? He a positive guy, man. You gotta hang around people that's gonna fan your flames. Come on, you gotta hang around people that's gonna encourage you. You gotta hang around people that see more in you than you see in yourself. You gotta hang around people. You gotta hang around a group of people like this. You gotta hang around. You know how to say birds of a feather flock together. Go find them flock of birds that's gonna help you stay afloat when you feel like you can't fly no more. Y'all gotta find no flock of birds, man. I'm telling you, man. You gotta find no flock of birds, man. For real. Hang around the people your kind. Hang around people that's gonna encourage you. Because we living in a time now that, man, you really have to be encouraged. You really have to hang around positive people. Cause all this negativity going on, man. Come on, family, blood family. Come on. Sometimes, man, they will encourage you to only go so far. They will only encourage you to go a certain measure. They will only encourage you because they only see you going that far. You gotta hang around people, man. They gonna see you going farther than you going. Man, y'all better hang with y'all kind in this season, man. You know what I'm saying? Hang with your kind this season. Hang around people that's going to see you going farther than you going, for real. It's cut out time for all that negative stuff, man. It's cut out time for all that stuff, man. Even this music we listen to nowadays ain't even positive. You know what I'm saying? Take time out. I know some of y'all probably don't read the Bible. Some of y'all probably don't read the word. You know, I'm not coming against it. You know what I'm saying? But take time out. And see, I lost a whole lot of views on that one, didn't Look, your boy had 5 on that. They trying to drop down to 1. But anyways, Just take time out, listen to positive motivational speakers on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You only give out what you feed your body. You know how some people say you are what you eat. It's true. You are what you consume. So if you consume trap music, if you consume, music with certain words, music, cause music is spiritual. Y'all don't know that, but music can really possess a person to do something. Real talk, music can do that. It can possess you, do anything if you want. If you don't have the discipline enough to keep it from controlling you. Music will do that. So it can be from the type of music you listen to, the type of TV shows you listen to. All this stuff is spiritual. All this stuff, it's a big influence. It can really possess you to do something. So why not listen to something positive that will possess you to do something positive? Why listen to something negative that will possess you to do something negative? You only give out what you put in. If you put in positive things, listen to motivational speakers, probably reading a book, probably read something that will help expand your mind. I have to be transparent. I have to practice what I preach. So everything I'm telling y'all is because I'm really telling myself. I'm just really sharing with you guys. So everything I'm telling y'all, I'm really telling myself. It's way better than talking in the mirror. It's way better than talking in the mirror. So everything I'm sharing with y'all, I'm really telling myself because I have to do it. I listen to rap music, and to be honest with you, it make me feel low. It make me feel low. All that stuff, it make me feel low. I have to stop that. So therefore, in order for me to become the reason I'm positive now is because I don't allow that trap music to affect me in a measure that is created to affect people. You know what I'm saying? I don't allow it to do that. So you just gotta be positive, man. Anything you do, even at the job, I gotta be positive because I hang around. Oh no, let me take that back. I don't hang around. I work around guys, that's just they got a rap sheet, so they only have a one track mind, they only see things one way. But I also have a few fellas in here that I work around with that like to look at things from a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? So I would much rather I would much rather, conversate with the fellas that see things in a different way versus the fellas that only see things in one perspective. Why? Because nothing ain't gonna get through. Nothing ain't going to get to them. Even when I try to talk to them, not down to them and whatnot, but even when I try to encourage them and conversate with them, you know what I'm saying? They out. I mean, they just got their own way. It is what it is, But I still try to encourage people I still try to encourage people anywhere I go. I still try to do that. This mark about to go out too. I've been talking so long, this mark about to go out. It's GO3. VAO2 GO3. And some people don't understand, man, because they haven't been introduced to it, Kia. The reason they don't understand because they ain't been introduced to it. I don't know who said this. Was it Albert Einstein? I think Einstein said this. He said the definition of insanity is doing the same thing but expecting a different result. So even when some people don't understand things or life or understand things about ourselves, you have to be willing to obtain that knowledge of that very thing that you don't understand. You got to be willing to do it. All right, so true story, right? So when I was in the shop, right, I was doing Uber. This is a true story. Check this out. This is a true story. I was doing Uber, right? So this girl I had picked up, she was a Caucasian chick. So this girl I had picked up, right? She I believe her leg or something.
I had picked her up and she had crutches and whatnot. She had like crutches or a walker or something. She was getting in my car, so I was concerned. And man, when I asked her how she doing, you know, she said I'm doing fine. She was crying too, y'all. I don't know why I'm whispering like this is something serious. And I was just talking loud. But yeah, she was crying though. So I'm like, is everything okay? She said everything is all right. So uh as I began to take her to a destination, to a drop off point, you know, the Holy Spirit began to work through me. He began to he began to tell me to encourage her. And so she was began to tell me her story on how she broke her leg or something. I don't know. I can't really too much remember verbatim how what was said, but I'm just only summarizing what I remember. So she began to tell me the story on how she broke her leg or her ankle or something. So I began to tell her this story. Hold on. So I began to tell her this story on about this guy. He was driving drunk, and the reason he began to drive, the reason he began to drink irresponsibly is because he was working his security job for so long and he was getting paid every week. So this security job ended up laying him off without notice. You know, they told him that he didn't have any work for about 2 or 3 days. So it's like the MLGW come and cut your water off or your light off without notice. You see what I'm saying? So that's how it happened. The job began to tell him they didn't have any work. They didn't have any work. They didn't have any work. So like probably after 3 or 4 days later, they ended up telling me I wasn't on the schedule. My name was on the schedule. So he got paid every Tuesday. So on that Tuesday, I think on the Tuesday or Wednesday, you know, he felt some type of way. He like, dang, what's going on? What's going on? So he ended up going to the liquor store. He ended up buying this Jose Cuervo. He ended up buying Pinnacle. He ended up buying vodka. You know, he just went to the liquor store. You know, he got paid. You know, he emotional. You know, I don't know what they say, but alcohol is an emotional, whatever emotions that you feeling right now, alcohol intensifies it. So he was feeling emotional. He was pissed off. He was mad. So he ended up going to the liquor store buying all these different type of variations of alcohol, right? So later on that day, you know, he went on his sister's house and he drinking, you know what I'm saying? He doing his thing. And he, at that time, his girl was with him. His girlfriend was with him. So at that time, his girlfriend with him. And as the night began to fall, you know, his girlfriend wasn't drinking. She drank a little bit, but she wasn't drinking as much as this guy was drinking, right? So I'm telling her this story. I'm telling the young lady this story, right? So I'm like, so later on that day, the guy ended up, you know, he got in his car, pulled up. His girlfriend was so concerned because she seen how much alcohol that her boyfriend had consumed. So she was like, babe, do you need me to drive? He was like, nah, babe, I got it. No, he was slurring and whatnot. Nah, babe, I got it. No, so I'm straight. So they end up pulling off. So she was so concerned to the point that because this man drunk. So he ended up listening to this song. They end up pulling over his mama house. Like they end up before the wreck happened, they end up bagging into his mama house, right? Because even though he was drunk, somewhere in his mind, he was still right in his mind that, you know, he was drunk and he was drunk. He don't need to be driving, but the dude wasn't listening to that. You know what I'm saying? The dude wasn't listening to that. But his girlfriend was so concerned, you know, to the point where she felt as if there was something bad was about to happen. So the dude had backed into his mama's driveway, you know, had the musical they were playing and whatnot, this, that, and third. So, and they had pulled off. So, the girl was concerned. The girl was like, where you going? You know what I'm saying? Where you going? You need to stay home. You need to stay home. You need to stay home. And the guy, the drunk boyfriend was like, I ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So he turned the music up and he pulled off. You know what I'm saying? He had pulled off or whatnot. So he ended up going down the street where his mom lived at. Where his mom lived at, they got like a little back street to go. So, you know, they got a back street and the back street lead to a main street. So the back street was long to the point where it wasn't no lights, but it was one of them long back streets where it had like forests and, you know, trees and whatnot, and also houses. So it got so bad to the point the boyfriend pulled off, and what he did, he pulled off, he came back down the street, and then he pretty much just going around the neighborhood driving real fast and whatnot. You see what I'm saying? So as he was coming down, as he was making a right from a main street he was on, he didn't hit the gas on like one of them neighborhood streets. He hit the gas going like 60 to 65 miles per hour, and it's at nighttime. So soon as he was flying down the street, the side street, a truck had came out. Boom! Whew. Jesus, a truck had came out, right? I'm talking about it. The wreck was so freaking loud, it woke the whole neighborhood up. So at that time, once the wreck happened, instantly people arrived out of nowhere. The man had broke his the man had people was pulling him out. No, let me take it back. The boyfriend was conscious enough to see his girlfriend at that time to jump out the window, you know what I'm saying, just to see she was safe. You know, and people were people appeared out of nowhere, y'all. I'm telling you, people appeared out of nowhere. So the drunk boyfriend, you know, he was so unconscious, black and even now he was still drunk or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? People pulled him out. You know, people pulled him out, and not to mention, the car was on fire. Come on, the car was on fire. Not to mention, people were pulling him out the drive. People were pulling him out the window or the driver's seat. But he was so in pain. He was so in pain that it was so excruciating to the point where he was drunk and he was this and that. He really couldn't yell, so they just had to pull him out. Once they had pulled him out, they had put him on the curb. They were dragging him, right? They were dragging him like this. So as they were dragging him like this, you know, because he couldn't walk, he had broke his femur bone. Need I remind you, my sister, she's in the medical field in the army. She said the femur bone she told me the femur bone was the heaviest bone in your body. So his thigh bone had broke, you know what I'm saying? They laid him on the curb and whatnot. Once they had laid him on the curb, he was only conscious enough to see his mom crying. You know, at that time the neighbors and stuff started coming out. And he was only conscious enough to to throw up some type of okay sign, because he seen that his mom was crying, and he seen that his mom was concerned at the fact that her son ended up getting into a car wreck. So he was throwing like peace signs and whatnot. Well, he was throwing peace sign stuff and whatnot. So he ended up going to the hospital. This, that, and third. So, you know, make a long story short, that guy is alive today. So back to my main point, as I was telling her this story. And once I finished telling her this story, I began to ask her. I said, "Do you want to know where that guy is?" She looked up in my rearview mirror, and I looked at her because she was sitting in my back seat. I started smiling, and she was like, "You must be that guy." I said, "Yup." I said, "I'm that guy," and she started laughing. Need I remind y'all, God told me to encourage her, to uplift her spirit. So I was telling her my story on when I got into a car wreck. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew it was going to be okay. So I told her, I said, look, it's going to be okay, because I was in your situation. So the story I just told y'all, I ended up sharing with her, right? So to encourage her and to uplift her, and when I tell you, she just lit up my car with her smile, because she was down at first. She was real down, but she felt so better, because she realized that it was someone else out there that been through what she was going through. Sometimes in situations, man, sometimes you could just be sometimes your dark situation can really be a light for somebody else to get out the situation that you already been through. Boy, I'm telling you about it. So don't never down the storm that you in, because you in it. You in it for a reason. You in it because God gonna pull you through. It's because it's someone else out there that you haven't met yet that's going through the exact same thing that you're going through, but they don't know how to get through it. But God got somebody like you to go through what he allowed them to go through because he know that he'll pull you through so you could be a light for them in they storm because in they storm of darkness. Now y'all better come on here, man. Y'all better come on here, man. You hear me? I need another marker, bro. 16.5, 16 V802. Sixteen five, 16 V802 GO4. Sixteen five, 16 V802 GO4. Now these lights want to cut off on me. I just want to encourage y'all, man. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. I know I'll probably be on here for a while because I'm at work. Y'all ain't talking to me. I'm talking to y'all, but it's all cool though. His word said one planet. His word said one seed, one water. The other get the one seed, one water. God get the increase. So I just really blessed that this really encouraged y'all on today. You know, so cause I don't even know what y'all going through. You know what I'm saying? Everybody going through something. But I always remember though, you know, your situation ain't no worse. Your situation ain't no better than the next person. The person that might be going through something, you know, it might be worse than yours. If you just think of the small things. His word says that if you faithful over a few things, I will make you rulers over many. You know, if you just faithful over the few things that God have already done for you, instead of us always getting our hand out. You know, we always asking God. Instead of us got our hand out to God, just be thankful for the small things that He already did for you. Come on, you breathing, you got all your senses. Come on, you're talking, you got you a job. Might not be the job that you want, but be grateful that you got one. You might be living with somebody at the moment, but be grateful that you have a roof over your head because you might be in a rush to do something. You might be in a rush to do something, and God's trying to protect you from it. So in the midst of that, you have to trust Him. You have to trust Him and build trust in Him. So He can have something set up for you. You know what I'm saying? You might not get the car that you want, but you have a vehicle. You see what I'm saying? You might not be in a position that you want, but you know you in a position. You at work? Yeah, big dog. I'm at work, man. What's up, big brother? What's going on? You know, you just gotta really be thankful. You know, be thankful of the small things. Just be thankful for the small things, man. Because we have to realize that, you know, we serve a God that look beyond. He look beyond, so he looking way in the future. So by Him looking way in the future, He already know what path we gonna take. He already know what he already know our path. He already know what's going to come on our path to try to distract us. How you feeling, big brother? He already know what's gonna come on our path to distract us, you know, and to keep us unfocused on the goal that He got set for us. You know, don't be steadfast in your faith. Yeah, be steadfast in your faith. Be unmovable. You know, just be unmovable. You know, just be unmovable. For He know the thoughts He had towards you, thoughts to prosper you, not to harm you, thoughts of a hope in the future. You know, He know that. But you have to trust yourself you have to trust yourself enough to know that He know that. You got to trust yourself enough to know that He know that. So I just want to love y'all, man. You know, it's 10:14. I think I'm about to go to break. Same said work, but I got to get this bread, though, because a shift is about to get ready to happen for me. I love y'all, man. Take it easy.